A chef had to change the way she cooks because of severe food allergies. She is here to share some recipes when we come back. She's cooked for 4 presidents, but Lauren Hoover has given up working in high-profile kitchens after being diagnosed with severe food allergies. She wrote a very unique cookbook.
Her mission is to help families create healthy and tasteful recipes they can enjoy while avoiding troublesome foods. Lauren says no wheat, no dairy. That is no problem. So we'd like to welcome her to our studios, and it smells really good in here. We should let everybody know.
Welcome,
so tell us your
Lauren.
story and how this came about.
Thank you so much. Well, I had an undiagnosed dairy allergy as a child, so I ran around with a tummy ache every morning, and my parents thought that I was actually allergic to school, but I was allergic to dairy.
Wow.
That's tough.
So we figured that out in my 30s, and I stopped eating dairy, and all the congestion went away, and the tummy aches went away.
Really?
And I was a much happier person, and then we figured out that I was allergic to wheat. As a pastry chef, I was overexposed, and I developed a wheat allergy.
So do you have an intolerance or like a celiac or an actual allergy?
I actually have an allergy. I don't have celiacs. I had a misdiagnosis of celiac disease. I have an intolerance to gluten, which was misdiagnosed. So people can have an inflammation for years before it develops into celiac.
So then at that point, did you start thinking, I've got to have new recipes?
Yeah.
I did. You know, I went to the store and I thought, oh, this will be easy. I eat healthy. And then I realized how many things contain dairy and wheat. So I had to learn to cook all over again since all my main ingredients changed.
It's nice that we have someone like you to show us how to do this. It smells so good. So tell us what you're cooking for us today.
Today I'm cooking beef stroganoff. You can also make that vegetarian with all mushrooms, or you can use buffalo, my other favorite meat.
Buffalo, okay.
Yes, yes.
So why don't you show us? We're going to move over so you can come over here.
So first what we're going to do is make a sauce, and instead of a traditional white sauce, stroganoff actually has sour cream and like a white sauce, and instead of sour cream I developed a white sauce. This is like a velouté. So we use grapeseed oil, oat flour, which is high fiber and high in protein as well, and then we add beef stock and almond milk. So almond milk is a great dairy alternative. It also has lots of calcium. So I just made a roux with that, and we are going to saute mushrooms, onions, and garlic. And then we sauteed our beef strips here. We just use top round. You can also use buffalo, which is higher in protein and lower in cholesterol and calories than beef. And it tastes delicious.
Is that readily available for us to buy?
It's pretty readily available. Yeah. I know that Whole Foods carries it.
Okay.
So, and right here, is that just combined all together?
This is combined. So what you do is you just add the meat and onions and mushrooms all together, pour the sauce over, mix it up. You can cover it and keep it on a simmer for an hour and a half, or you can put it in the oven at 350 for an hour and a half, so that way the meat gets really tender and falls apart. Traditionally, it was developed in the 19th century in Russia, but it's been adapted in many different countries, and some have sour cream, some don't have sour cream. There's a little ketchup in it in some countries, and it can be served over noodles.
I was going to ask you, how do you like to serve it? Over noodles?
I do like to serve
gluten-free noodles.
Yeah,
gluten-free, rice noodles.
And wheat-free. Let's look at your finished product here, because are these rice noodles?
They are.
They are, okay.
And you can do penne or whatever you like, or you could serve it over rice. And you could serve it over mashed potatoes. I know you guys like your meat and mashed potatoes. Your meat and potatoes.
And then you also have some dessert in the front. That's from the cookbook?
I do. You know, that was the trickiest part of the book. Was it took me 7 years to develop the recipes, and baking is so chemical. And I wanted to use one flour, and many of the gluten-free cookbooks out there, actually almost all of them, use 5 different flours that are very starchy. And they put the pounds on, and they're nutritionally devoid. So oat flour has a lot of nutrition, and that's the main flour. There is gluten-free, certified gluten-free oat flour available. And so people can use that and not have to worry about it.
That's the nice thing, is now in this day and age, it's different than when I'm sure you were even first diagnosed, that everything is available.
You can do that.
So here's the cookbook, no wheat, no dairy, no problem. And you can find these recipes and more about Chef Lauren Hoover on our website, abc7chicago.com. Thanks for coming in.